Hello everybody, this is Howard, the Teaserking, coming to you with week 10 of the NFL. This is the strongest NFL week I've had all year. I definitely recommend buying it. I have four teasers, four locks, and two others that are extremely strong. I got 8 games played that are just really strong games. Highly recommend it. This is the week to buy the pros. As hot as I've been in college, and I'm way burning up, I've been very hot in the pros. I've just been really hot in the college, and the locks have been all over the place. Unbelievable. So I got 4 locks in college and pros here. Just very strong games. So I highly recommend buying them this week. And I'm not a salesman. I'm not trying to sell you to buy it. You're going to make a lot of money on the pros this week. This is definitely the game. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a 5-team teaser here. But I'm not going to tell you if they're locks or not. You have to buy the locks. And you got to understand what the locks are intended to bet more and to bet. You're going to bet more on the locks, and you're going to put them in multiple teasers. So even though I give you this 5-team teaser, because I want you to make money, they're not necessarily the locks. They could be, but they might not be. But it doesn't matter, because you need to know what the locks are in order to really make big money, because you're gonna need it to you're gonna know what the locks are, so you can go ahead and bet bigger and multiple teams with these. So I'm gonna give you a 5-team teaser, and let's go make some money. First game, take St. Louis, laying 6.5 to the Bears. Cut them to a half. St. Louis at home is really strong. Now that they're running the ball with the Georgia kid, and I'm drawing a blank with him. Now that they're running the ball really well, Todd Gurley, sorry, and their defense is very strong. The Bears, yeah, they got a fluke win at San Diego, but coming off a Monday night, playing a real defense, against the Rams, definitely I like St. Louis here laying the half. Oakland laying 3 to Minnesota. I like Minnie getting 9. Bridgewater says he's probable, he's practicing. Minnie is 21-6 as a road dog. And Oakland is a play against home favorite, is 14-3. So they're a lousy home favorite. Minnie is a very good road dog. Minnie's very strong this year. This is a typical strong defense, Minnesota. Pound the ball with Peterson. Oakland's okay, but Oakland's not that great of a favorite. They're not really blowing out as a favorite. They blew out the Jets as a dog. And a couple of their wins have been as a dog. They haven't really been a 7-point favorite and won by 20. That's what I always look for. So game 2 is take Minnesota. So you got St. Louis, you got Minnesota. Game 3, take the under in the Arizona-Seattle game. The over-under is 45. Two very strong defensive teams. Seattle doesn't show me a whole lot offensively. They still got the killer D. Arizona has a great defense. They play each other a lot. It's deceiving last year because Carson Palmer was hurt in both the games, so Seattle wins easy. 2 years ago when Palmer played, they actually won in Seattle. But definitely under 51 here. Where are you going to get 51 points in this game? Like the under in Arizona-Seattle. I like New England laying 1. New England's got double Super Bowl revenge. I've never heard of this before. Tom Brady, the Giants defense is weak. They don't have the pass rush they've been having. Look at the New Orleans game. Field day here for Brady. I love New England laying 1. In Game 5, I'm going to go with, uh, let's take Dallas. Tampa Bay laying 1.5. Take Dallas and 7.5. Dallas is a strong road dog. Tampa Bay is a very weak home favorite. Tampa's a home favorite. Play against means if when they're the home favorite, you take the dog. 13-1. Dallas is a road dog. 15-2. I wish Romo was playing, but even with Whedon or Castle or whoever they got in there, it should be Kellen Moore. I don't get these teams. They pick up Kellen Moore and they go off for other quarterbacks. You got the quarterback, just play him. So I like Dallas as the dog in that one. So that's 5. Dallas, St. Louis, Minnesota, New England, and the under in the Arizona game. And I still have 3 other games that are locks that I didn't even mention. Actually, 3, 4. I mean, I'm giving you like the strong plays. I'm not even giving you. I think I gave you 1 lock in this. That's how strong the week is, because then I could give you 5 locks. I can give you 4 and 1 of the locks. I can give you a 5 lock teaser and make a fortune on it. And that's what I'm suggesting. You just bought the locks of the NFL. You play the locks. I played my locks like that. Last week was a 5-teamer with my 5 locks, which all won. And that's basically what I'm doing is playing. I played my 2-team teaser really strong with my locks. This week I got so many locks, I'm just pounding them all in a 4 or 5-team teaser. You get pretty decent odds. It's just funny, the odds in Vegas at the William Hill or at the Venetian versus the locks on these websites are like, or the odds are just terrible. And they monkey around with the spreads and everything. Not very good. You got to be in Vegas. I'm going Thanksgiving to Vegas. I hope to see anybody there. I'll be like this at Caesars, spending the day watching football on Thanksgiving, the Friday, the Saturday. It's what I do. It's my life. That's how I live. So those are your 5-team teasers. Ask me any questions, but the locks are really, really strong this week. All the game, like I said, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 very strong plays. I could even give you the plays that aren't even that strong. I could give you basically the whole board. Anyway, so good luck. Super strong week. You should hit this 5-team teaser I gave you, and if you bought the locks, you could play it into a 10-team teaser or a 9-team teaser and really make some money. I'm doing that with a few clients. I don't charge them. I get the betting slip of what they bet, and they give me 25% of the winnings. So there's no cost. If we don't win, they don't lose. They lose, a $20 or $30 bet on a 7, 8, 9, 10-team teaser. The odds are great. So let's say you bet, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks, which is nothing. So you bet a $50 7, 8, 9-team teaser here. You win $1,500 or so, and you give me 20% of it, and you still make $1,000, $1,100. Didn't cost you anything, and you can still play the locks. I'll give you the locks. I'll say, here's your 9 teams, and these are the 4 or 5 locks. You can still bet the locks. You can pound them in a 4-team teaser, 2-team teasers all day, play them in 3 or 4 different teasers. That's what I do. The lock, these teams I just gave you, I got them all in at least 2 teasers, and the locks I got in 2 or 3 teasers for much more money, and that's the betting strategy of how you really make money in football. I don't let one team, I don't have one team and 10 teasers, and that team lost and I'm down. I've got my locks spread out in 2 teasers each for a lot more money. So if one loses, I still got the other 4 or 5 covering it. So it doesn't kill me. I don't let one team kill me. Well, I lost this team. I got all my money on this team. No, you can't bet like that. You got to spread it out. You can't have all your money on one team, and that's my point. Let me give you some trends because I want to help you more. Play against Detroit as a road dog, 16-4. Play Green Bay as a home favorite, 25-4. Play against Tampa as a home favorite, 13-1. Take Dallas as a road dog, 15-2. Of course, these are all teaser trends. Play against Tennessee as a home dog, 18-3. Carolina as a road favorite, 6-1. The Giants play against as a home dog, 5-0. Cleveland play against as a road dog. You'll love this, 41-8. Play against Jacksonville as a road dog, 13-1. Play against Washington as a home dog, 13-2. Minnesota is 21-6 as a road dog. Oakland play against as a home favorite, 14-3. Kansas City is a road dog, 12-1. Play against Kansas City as a road dog, 8-2. Means that when they go on the road, they play fairly close games, so they get the win, but they also don't win the game. So if they're getting the spread 6, they get 12, they cover, but even they lose. So they're winning close. So that's a good team to trap, because you can tease one way and bet them the other way. Denver, home favorite, 25-4. Play against Houston as a road dog, 14-3. Arizona as a road dog, 30-10. Most recently, 16-4. The best teams to play this year: Minnesota, Carolina, Cincinnati, New England, and Arizona. The best teams to play against: Baltimore, San Diego, Tennessee, Tampa Bay, and Jacksonville. That's looking at all of them in a teaser. Who's the hot teams, who's the cold teams, and that's critical. That's why I do better as the year gets on, because I start seeing, hey, Minnesota's doing it. Look at Carolina; they're great against the number. Well, last year they might not have been. So where I excel is finding the hot team and going with it, as opposed to, well, I'm a Steeler fan, I'm going to keep betting the Steelers, or I'm a Packer fan, I'm going to keep betting the Packers, or a 49er fan. If you did that, you'd lose a lot of money. I'm a 49er fan, I'm a Charger fan, but I'm not betting them this year. I'm betting against them as much as I can, and I'm winning a lot of money, but I'm not even on them. I'm going, hey, who's Tennessee playing? Who's Tampa? Who's Jacksonville playing? I'm betting against those. And where's Minnie and Carolina and New England and Arizona? I'm going to bet those guys. And really, that's just simple. Or Cincinnati also. It's really just simple. One thing you can do to trap, which I want to help, let's say you played my 5-team teaser and you said, you know what, I'm going to play Cincinnati on Monday night. They're laying 10.5. I'll bet them to 4.5. I'm going to make it a 16 teaser so I get better odds. And the theory here is, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to trap the Cincinnati-Houston game. So I'm going to take Cincy minus 4.5 in a teaser, and I'm going to take Houston plus 10.5 straight up. And it's a 16 teaser. I get better odds than the 5-team. I can't lose. If the 5-team wins, the 6-team's going to win, because I'm not going to lose the Cincinnati-Houston game. That's the trap game. So I get better odds. So let's say, I don't know, let's say you bet $50 to win 1,000. I don't know. 16 teaser, that's a bit. You're probably getting about 8-1. Let's say you're getting 8-1 on a 16. You bet 50 to win 400. So you win all 5. You're down to the Monday night game. You got Cincy minus 4.5. If you win 400. So what I'm going to do is take Houston for 200. That's digging into my profit. Yeah, but we don't really love Cincinnati. We don't really love Houston, but it's a trap. So what happens is you bet 200 on Houston and 10.5, which is a great number to trap. You got Cincy minus 4.5. Cincy should win. So let's say Cincy blows them out. You win the 400 on the 16 teaser. You lose 200 on the straight play. What do? You win $200. Well, let's say you go the other way and Cincy loses. They lose the game. You don't win the 400 teaser. You lose your $50. But you pick up 200 by betting Houston. You win 150. So one way you win 200. The other way you win 150. Now let's say Cincinnati wins by a touchdown. You win 200. You win 400. You've won 600. So your worst case scenario is you win $150. You either win 150, you win 200, or you win 650. You can't lose. It's the perfect bet. That's my point. So you want to, when you play teasers, think about, I'm going to play the Monday night game even if I hate it, to trap it, and the trap is, alright, Cincy laying 10.5, so it's perfect. I'm going to take Houston plus the 10.5, Cincy minus the 4.5. It's the perfect numbers. You got Cincy under a touchdown. You get Houston straight at 10.5, which is a great number to have. And you just hope Cincy plays their normal game and win by 7, win by 8, and you win. You're going to win both sides. And the best part of it is you can't lose. So that's another theory of mine. But I'm noticing I'm hitting a lot of 5-team teasers because my locks are hitting, and I'm just pounding my locks. And you know, there's so many games that aren't even locks that I could lock, but I'm like, okay, I got 4 locks, I could lock 6. Again, if they're pocket aces, pocket kings, I'm locking them. So that's why some weeks I could have 5 teams. But if it's a pocket 5s or pocket 4s or 9-7 of diamonds, I don't lock the game, and I don't even want to play half of those. So depending on the week. This week's pocket aces, pocket kings all over the place. That's why so many locks, so many strong plays. You heard the trends. That's part of the lock. Part of the lock is where the game's at, the point spread, and the trend. You look at injuries. Do they need the game? You know, things like that. But basically, you're looking at matchups and trends and where the game's at, keeping an eye on the weather and everything else. So basically, that's what creates the locks. But this week, it's just huge, and highly recommend buying the locks, buying the NFL. Yeah, I gave you 5 games, but you really can't do anything with them besides bet the 5-team teaser and bet them the way, because you don't know if they're locks or not. You don't know what to do with them. You don't know to play them in multiple teams. You could, but if you get the locks, then you know exactly how to play them, much stronger, and in multiple teasers, and that's the best way to play teasers. I mean, I could hit the locks and lose 4 or 5 little games, and I still am way ahead. So when people ask me like my percentage, it's hard to answer it because my method is not based on percentage. I could have a losing percentage and win if I have 3 locks and I pick 6 other games, and the 6 games lose, but the 3 locks win, and I put them together for much more money than I played these littler games, I'm going to win. And I went 3 winners and 5 losers, and that's why you can't really look at the percentage. It's the method of how you play the locks, how you play the games, how much more you put on the locks, and how many more situations you put on them. And as hot as I am with locks, this is what you're waiting for. This is what I wait for to get on a streak like this. It's unbelievable. 25-1. I got a lock tomorrow in college, and I got the 4 in pros, which again could really be 6. I mean, there's 2 other games that I love that I might lock that I haven't even locked yet. So you could theoretically get 4 to 6 locks and just pound it on Sunday. Leave some money for Sunday when you bet, because Saturday's good, Sunday's incredible. So you don't want to be all tapped out. Oh, I lost all my money on Saturday, I got nothing left Sunday. No, Sunday is, you've got to keep your money for Sunday. Bet your Saturdays, bet them smart, but you got to think in your mind, I got to keep money open for Sunday because it's such a huge, so many good locks, so many good games. All right, everybody, this is Teaserking, www.teaserking.com. This is the week you buy the NFL, you buy the locks. I don't know what to tell you. If you're a serious gambler and you really want to make money, and I don't even call this gambling, this is investing. This to me is easier than the stock market. At least that's all manipulated. I mean, this is fixed, but at least I know which side's fixed on. So just pound it. So good luck. Definitely, you wanna buy these plays. I mean, oh my God. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. I hope you all make a ton of money. Play this 5-team teaser. Add the Monday night, make it a 6. Find a few in college. I did a college video. You can probably wrap it into a 10-team teaser with all the games I give you. Okay, everybody, have a great night. Thank you, and good luck.